Good evening, everyone. My name's Carl Motter. I'm your Elm Fork District Chair, and I'm welcoming you to the 2023 Elm Fork Scout Leader and Eagle Appreciation Dinner. During the dinner tonight, we're going to have a chance to honor the 2023 Eagle Scout recipients in the Elm Fork District, as well as recognize a few of the outstanding adult leaders who have made significant contributions of time, effort, and talent during this busy past year of scouting. Frequently, scouts are so busy learning, experiencing, talking, or playing that they forget to stop and take time to thank their adult leaders. So tonight, we're welcoming all leaders and are here to give a big thanks for all of you and for all your hard work and commitment to providing quality programs for all the youth in our district. So tonight, I've got a couple people that have made this dinner possible on behalf of Elm Fork. Kyle Hare is our communications chair. He's coordinated all of our scripts, all of the programs that you see. He's streaming out on the web for people that can't make it tonight. And he did all of the Eagle Scout presentations that you're watching on the screen. Also, I need to thank my right hand, Kelly Ware, who is our district executive with Circle 10, who's joining us tonight. Later on in the program, Kelly's going to recognize our district officers for 2024 and our Order of the Arrow chapter officers and advisors for 2024. So now I'd like to ask the Eagle Scouts from Troop 713 to lead us in the presentation of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, the Scout Oath, and Scout Law.
Please rise for the flag ceremony. Color Guard, attention. Color Guard, forward march. Color Guard, halt. Color Guard, post the colors. Scout salute. Please join me for the national anthem. Pledge of Allegiance. Flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Scout sign. Now the Scout Oath and Law. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Now the Scout Law. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. 2. Now the Scout Law and Grace, or Wisdom Grace.
Kyle Harrell, will you please come up and conduct the grace for us?
So for those that don't know, this year was Camp Wisdom's 100th anniversary. So in that honor, we're going to do the Camp Wisdom Grace. Thanks and praise for the days, neath the sun, neath the stars, neath the sky. As we go, this we know, wisdom grows. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, Troop 713. Tonight, we're celebrating the accomplishments of many deserving Cub Scout, Scouts BSA, venturing and exploring leaders, as well as scouts who have earned the rank of Eagle Scout during 2023. At times this evening, people are going to come up and receive their awards and then return to their seats. So we're going to ask you to come up from the right. You'll receive your award here on my left side of the podium. We have a photographer here who will take pictures, and then if you'll just return your way back around to the left to your seats, we'd appreciate it. The activities of scouting are enjoyable, but the real purpose of scouting is to help our youth develop character and leadership, and to learn to make ethical choices and to make positive contributions to our communities. So a good friend of mine recently asked me this question: are the Boy Scouts still relevant and worthwhile today? As a parent, I'm wondering if scouting is still relevant, and he wanted to seek what my advice was. And I said, of course, indeed. Scouting might appear old-fashioned. Some people might call it retro, but I believe that more importantly, it's more important and more worthwhile than ever. Too few young youth now have the opportunity to learn about ethics, values, service to others, service to their communities, and the opportunity to learn basic life skills, especially including outdoor and survival skills that highlighted in the Scout program. Also, we're capturing in our highly structured and organized program the merit badge system and a path to Eagle Scout rank. It's one of the few youth activities that don't demand, and don't laugh at me, very much money from their parents. So don't laugh at me. That don't involve highly computer or smartphone activities or screens, or competition with winners and losers being determined. Basically, everyone in scouting wins. It's what you put into it. Our strong emphasis on outdoor activities and skills include things like hiking, camping, and survival training that are rarely taught elsewhere. Many of you that are here tonight have youth that participate in the scouting program. Most of you see that the program is presented at the unit level, but you don't see a lot of the things that happen behind the scenes that help the scouting program to be strong and vibrant. I'd like to take a few minutes to discuss some of the efforts that the district committee puts in these regards. One of the things that Elm Fork District can be proud of is having accomplished during 2023 is bringing hundreds of new youth into the Cub Scout program last fall through our Scout Night for Scouting events. Membership growth is very important, so as many youth as possible that we can get in can benefit from the lessons that are taught in scouting. We'd like to begin our recognition portion of our dinner tonight by asking everyone who has been on the membership team that's helped during the 2023 School Night for Scouting to please stand, and in appreciation for this service, please join me in a round of applause for them. I'd like to personally thank you for your service in bringing the scouting program into the lives of hundreds of youth in our district. Another important element of a healthy scout program is solid finances. The reality is that it does cost money to run scouting. The goal is to provide a highly effective program at a price that's accessible to the greatest possible number of youth. There are multiple ways that our district works with the Circleton Council to help bridge the cost or the gap. Much of the cost of scouting is not actually carried by the individual boys and families, but instead it's covered by the council. For example, our youth who attended summer camp only pay about half what it actually costs the council to provide that summer camp. Another example is more than 10,000 low-income youth who would otherwise never learn the Scout Oath and Law benefit from the methods of scouting and have a portion of their unit level expenses paid by Circle 10's Scout Reach program. Elm Fork District can be proud of having raised more than $176,289 through our Friends of Scouting campaign in 2023. Friends of Scouting is the single largest source of funds for council operations, including our camps and our Scout Reach program. Would all of those who were involved in the Friends of Scouting program in 2023 as table hosts or unit coordinators and family presenters for Friends of Scouting please stand? Thank you. Scouts in Elm Fork also sold more than $438,261 in popcorn and more than $22,238 in camp cards this year. That is an amazing number. Only a portion of those funds go to support Circle 10. The portion that stays in the units goes to the local packs, the troops, and the scouts themselves. Will all of those who assisted with popcorn or camp card sales please also stand? Thank you for your service. That kind service frequently occurs behind the scenes, but it also helps make everything possible that we do. Please join me for one more round of applause for all of those leaders and those involved. So in addition to membership, recruitment, finances, and service, time is a massive contribution that's made by adult leaders to scouting. We will spend much of this evening's program recognizing leaders that have contributed significant time, effort, and energy to the scouting program. First, we want to recognize unit-level leaders who, on a daily basis, carries the program directly to the youth of our community. You work directly with the youth and thus have the most influence on their lives. Of all of those who give the most time to implement the scouting program, we want to thank you first. Please listen as I call your position and invite you to stand. Would all the leaders present tonight who are members of a new unit please stand and remain standing? Okay. Would all new Cub Masters, Scout Masters, and crew advisors who began their service in 2023 please stand and remain standing? If you are a new committee chairperson for your unit, please stand. Now, would all of our experienced Cub Masters, Scout Masters, crew advisors, and unit committee chairs please also stand? I believe we also have some chartered organization representatives here tonight. If you're here, would you please also stand? So let's please recognize all of these leaders for what they do. One more round of applause, please. We'd also like to recognize those who serve at the district level. I've been serving the district committee for a couple years, and a while ago somebody asked me, what does the district committee do? Well, for those that really don't see what the district does, we're responsible for delivering the Scout program in our geographic area, which is Carrollton, Farmers Branch, North Dallas, and Addison. There are 18 districts in the Circle 10 Council, and the districts provide support on a larger scale for the individual units, but a smaller scale than the actual council. For example, the district hosts training courses, camporees, Cub Day Camp, Roundtable, Eagle Border Reviews, and other events that would be difficult to execute on individual unit levels and for them to pull off. I'd like to recognize those who have served on the district committee in 2023. I'll begin with the operating chairs. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. And if you'll hold your applause for each one until we get to the end. Can I have Mark Avery, District Commissioner, please stand? District Executive Kelly Ware. It's okay. District Vice Chairman Jay Smith. This is a test. Activities Chairman Michael P. Johnson. Advancement Chairman Malik Nathani. Camping Chair Phil John. And also Joel Ostenberg is our camping chair. He's not able to attend tonight. Our training chairman, Scott Aldrich. Our communications chair, Kyle Hare. Our membership chairman, Eunice Cruz. Our Family Friends of Scouting chairman, Renee Jansen. Our Order of the Arrow chapter, Kyle Hare. Do we have our Order of the Arrow chapter chief? Nope. Our Assistant District Commissioner Roundtable, Carl Wood. Also our Scouts BSA Roundtable Commissioner. And our Cub Scout Roundtable Commissioner, Ben Seegers. Would anybody that served on these committees please also stand? And then lastly, any of our at-large members of the district, please stand. These people have contributed countless hours, most of them behind the scenes, and have made a significant difference to the quality of the Scout program in Elm Fork District. Thank you for all your hard work. Please join me in another round of applause for their service. Please have a seat. I'm going to now call Mark Avery, our district commissioner, who's going to provide his remarks and present the Commissioner's Award of Excellence and the Commissioner College recognition.
All right. I heard a lot of vibration, echoes, so I try not to talk too loud. Or lean in and talk to it. All right, so people have asked me, what is a commissioner? The district commissioner staff works side by side with the district committee, and it is responsible for the district infrastructure and specific programs. The advancement committee puts on the Eagle boards of review, Cub Camp committee works on the Twilight Camp, and so on. The responsibility of the commissioner staff are completely different. The commissioner is not responsible for a particular program area. We are more generalists with a mission to help individual packs, troops, crews, and ships to succeed. A commissioner can be compared to, I'm supposed to stop so that I can smile at Jimmy. So we need to get to know the individual units and try to give them any help that they need. And we need to be a friend with the units and help them to move on. A lot of our commissioners have experience from years of being here, and they still want to stay in scouting even though their children have moved on. And being a friend, we know a lot of things that the new leaders don't know, and we want to try to help them grow and experience scouting in a positive way. So this year we had a pretty good year with our commissioner staff. Compared to 2022, we logged more visitations with units, and that means you saw and heard from us more often. Currently, we have 51 units in Elm Fork District and 17 unit commissioners. And I'd like all my commissioners to please stand at this time. They're all here? Okay. Thank you. All right. A final note from me. You have heard a lot from the district committee and commissioner staff and what we do. If you'd like to help or just curious, grab one of us and see if you can help. I mean, we'd love for you to help and be a commissioner. All right. Moving on to the next thing. Every year, the council provides training for commissioners at the Commissioners College. This training is specifically designed to provide courses to equip the commissioners to be successful. The basic training for a commissioner begins with the commissioner basics, and this can be taken in person or at council training online. Usually within a year, the new commissioners are ready to move up, and can attend Commissioner College. In the first year of training, a candidate can graduate with a bachelor's degree. This year, we had 2 individuals to complete that degree. Now, first, I want to say we all know that every scout deserves a trained leader. Well, every unit deserves a trained commissioner. So at this time, I'd like, we had 2 of them. Jay Smith was graduated with a bachelor's, and he's sitting right there. He doesn't have to stand. And Samina Jawani was our second commissioner that received a bachelor's. So Neela, I've got her shoulder patch and her neckerchief, and I'll bring it to you in a little bit, okay? All right, the next thing, if you remember last year, Carolyn talked about the Arrowhead Award, and the Arrowhead Award is this, and you always wonder what that is. It just means that the commissioners have had their basics, and they've been trained, so that's when they get their Arrowhead Award. After they get their Arrowhead Award, the next thing they can do is the Commissioner's Key, and it's the green knot on here, and one person that did that earlier on this year is Eunice, so I'd like Eunice to come up here and get her key, okay? She gets her knot, and she gets her pin. So we need to come over to this side.
Other side.
Okay. Yay, one more. Thank you, Eunice. You go sit down because you might be right back up. After they've received the key, they are on their way to receive the Commissioner Award of Excellence in a unit service. And it is awarded to a commissioner who's provided exemplary unit service for focusing on unit performance as measured in Journey to Excellence and using the current BSA unit service plan and commissioner tools. 3 of our commissioners are presented with this knot at the Commissioners College, and that happened 3 weeks ago. And those people are Carolyn, Eunice, and myself. So if you come up, so Carolyn, we got to come up here, and Eunice. So Carolyn. Yeah, you have to give me that.
There you go. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you. Well, that's all I have. If you have any questions, please come see me anytime. And hopefully, our unit commissioners will be by to all the units, and we'll need to do unit visitation. So if you don't have one, please contact me, and we'll be happy to get you one. Thank you very much.
Eunice Cruz, our membership chair, will now present the William D. Boyce New Unit Award for organizations.
Oh, that's a tall one. Thank you. I was considering a step or something. All right. Okay, the William D. Boyce New Unit Organizer Award recognizes volunteers who have put their valued time and effort in forming a new unit. Before I present these awards, I want to thank everybody who has played a great effort and time into forming these units. In order for forming these units, we require a lot of help. And I am going to mention your name, and please stand, because without you, I couldn't do my work. So please, Harika Shields, stand. Jeff Bledgy, Anila Moody, Laila Valencia, April Rivas, Miguel Rivas, Mark Avery, Carl Wood, Jimmy Smith, Clay Bonner, Antonio Valtierra, and Erica Dean. You have played a great effort, and thank you. Thank you for being part of my team during the last year. You may sit down. Well, that said, I have 2 awards to recognize. The first one is for PAC 2000, and I have Amanda and Alan Harshney. I hope I said that right. No? Okay. And the second one is for PAC 2030 for Lindsay Harrell and Kate Dunn. Not here? Yeah. All right. Right. That's all. Thank you.
Carl Wood, our District Roundtable Assistant Commissioner, will now present the Unit Leader Award of Merit.
Good evening. The Unit Leader Award of Merit recognizes volunteers who are currently registered Cub Master, Scout Master, Advisor, Skipper, and who has served in the position for 18 continuous months, met the training requirements for the registered position, distributed print and electronic annual unit plan, calendar to each family within the unit. They have successfully prepared a unit succession plan, effectively advanced at least 60% of the unit's youth during the last 12 months, and cultivated a relationship with the chartered organization and project a positive image to the scouting community. Would you please come to the front when I call your name? Teresa and Steve Kawaloku. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
We're now ready to continue our Elm Fork District tradition of recognizing leaders in our district that have made special contributions to Scouting. These honors are initiated at the unit level through nominations to the District Award Committee. Our 2023 Awards Committee was comprised of Michael P. Johnson, Malik Nathani, Kyle Hare, Jay Smith, and Mark Avery. Jay Smith, Carolyn Lane, and Renee Jansen will now present this year's Elm Fork Spirit of Scouting for PACs, troops, and crews.
Can you hold this for me out here somewhere? I'm sorry. I heard that, Gary. This is the 30th year that we have presented the Elm Fork Spirit of Scouting Award. The recipients for this award are determined at the unit level by each individual PAC, troop, or crew. It is usually, though not always, presented to not more than one person in a unit each year. The recipient does not have to serve in any specific capacity in the unit, but is recognized for embodying the ideal of going the extra mile, sometimes behind the scenes, to ensure that Scouting's promise to youth is fulfilled. Each unit is responsible for selecting their Elm Fork Spirit of Scouting Award recipients based on their own selection and procedures. As each recipient's name is called, please come up to the front to be recognized for your award. Please remain at the front until all Elm Fork Spirit of Scouting recipients have come forward and have taken pictures. Some of our recipients cannot be with us here tonight, but we still want to recognize their service. Please hold your applause until all recipients have been announced and the names are in order by unit type, then unit number, and finally, last name. Our Cub Scout, Scouts BSA, and Venturing Crew unit leaders who received the Elm Fork Spirit of Scouting Award for 2023 are...
Okay. Wow, that's intense. PAC 110, Rhonda Peck and Nicole Hanna. In the house? Oh. PAC 114, Amber Taylor, John Taylor, and Elisa Harden. Come on up. PAC 712, Katie Chiwak. All right. PAC 715, Brett Ayala and James Turner. PAC 749, Jerome Bensley. PAC 758, Faraz Harani, Shirali Huda, Hassan China. I hope I did that right. PAC 759, Brent Cortez. PAC 836, Gregory Koschesberger. PAC 838, Adam Billmeyer and Tim Kosher. PAC 900, Rob Sunquist, Ben Waits, and Tanya Slaughter. PAC 1213, Rick Ray. And PAC 2000, Amanda Harshaney. Yay!
Yes.
All right, and now for the troop. Troop 4. Oh. Are you taking a picture? Sorry. Okay. Now the Spirit of Scouting for the troops. I have Troop 412, Catherine Hull, and Dan Drennan. Troop 574, Jennifer Ford. Troop 577, Mindy Baxter and Jeff Baxter. Troop 758, Murad Kuraj, Asif Ali, and Hassan Gilani. Troop 759, Girls Troop, Angelica Dadatreya. No? Okay. Troop 787, Katie O'Neill. Troop 800, Patrick Acosta. Okay, I'll move on. Troop 838, Steve Kamatian. And Wayne Trout. Troop 876, Keith Wilson. Yay! Yay! Okay. Now we have Troop 2119, Erica Dean.
Okay. Let's have one more round of applause for all of our 2023 Elm Fork Spirit of Scouting recipients.
The Acela, Polaris, and Alps Awards are presented by the Elm Fork District to honor outstanding Cub Scouts, Scouts BSA, and venturing volunteers who have stepped up and volunteered on a district level. These individuals are accomplished leaders who give far more of their time and talent than is required by their primary role in scouting. They have demonstrated the highest levels of leadership and guidance to their unit, to the district, and to the scouting program. Nominations for the Acela, Polaris, and Alps Awards come from units, from the commissioner's staff, or from the district committee. The criteria considered are the following. The leader must have demonstrated noteworthy service to scouting beyond the expectations of his or her position on a district level. This service must have been demonstrated over a considerable period of time, and it must have affected the scouting program of a large number of scouts. Preference is given to those leaders whose service extends beyond the limits of their unit. John Taylor will now present the Elm Fork District Akela Awards for 2023.
Hi, everyone. So, the Akela Award. This is the highest level of award that we can give out each year within the district for Cub Scouts, for Cub Scout leaders, not Cub Scouts. So, there are 3 lucky individuals here this evening, and they are here to receive this award. So, please give them your undivided attention. They deserve this. They have put in hours and hours of blood, sweat, and tears into their units, into the district, and they're all wonderful scouters and people to be around. So as I call your name, please come forward. I'm going to say a little bit about each of them, but come on up and then we'll give your award out. The first, from Pack 749, is Stephanie Allison. Congratulations. Here, a minute. So, Stephanie and I go way back. My wife and I used to coach her son in soccer, so we knew him there before we ever knew him in scouting. We have known her for years now, her and her husband, her whole family. She went to Wood Badge a few years ago, and then she turned around and staffed Wood Badge this year. She has been a tireless committee chair, den leader, quasi-Cub Master for a while, for a year. I mean, she has basically worn every hat within her pack. Within the district, she's constantly stepping up, becoming a blue trainer with the rest of us that were here in Elm Fork, and truly has a passion for scouting. If you could emulate no other person, you could emulate Stephanie Allison. My second scouter that I'm lucky to introduce is Noreen Ali from Pack 758. Oh, wait. Noreen joined Pack 758 in 2018. Since then, she has been a leader throughout the pack at multiple levels. She has volunteered at Twilight Camp. She has been a leader at Super Training Day for 2 different years. She has become a unit commissioner and a COR. I'm sorry, she has not become a COR, but she has been a den leader. She's been on their archery and BB gun range. She has generally been their main trainer throughout Pack 758. She is one of the right hands within that pack, and that pack is truly, truly blessed to have her. I met Noreen first a few years ago whenever I was training Baloo, and she was one of our participants, and it's wonderful to see her blossom. Congratulations, Noreen. My final scouter that I get to introduce here is April Rivas of Pack 900. So, if you don't know April, April has been described as the heart of Pack 900. She is the engine that makes that pack go. She has been an assistant Cub Master for 3 years, I believe. She has been the committee chair now for the last 2-3 years, something like that. Ever since she stepped down and took over, and her husband took over as Cub Master. April does it all. Much like Stephanie Allison, she wears many hats. She helps every scouter within that unit become a better scouter. If there's a scout that needs help, a family needs help, April's there for them. So, April has also, besides that, worn many other hats and leadership badges, But I can just simply say that if you get to work with any of these three ladies, count yourself in good company because you're set for life.
Michael P. Johnson will now present the Elm Fork District Polaris Awards for 2023.
Good evening. The Polaris Award, as you've heard, is for troop level Scouts BSA, outstanding leaders beyond just their registered position. Our first recipient began his scouting career as a den leader before becoming Cub Master and then committee chair for that pack. He moved on to be committee chair, scout master, and then advancement chair for a troop. More recently, he served as a venture crew advisor and a committee member for another crew. Wood Badge trained, he has served on staff of National Youth Leadership Training 3 times and will be an NYLT course leader this next year. For Elm Fork District, he has served as advancement chair, and since then has been sitting on Eagle boards as the district representative, and I am told he has led over 90 Eagle boards so far. Our first recipient is Stephen Bristow. Our next recipient, after being a leader in Cub Scouts, he stepped up into a troop and became the Assistant Scoutmaster for the Trail to First Class. Wood Badge trained, he was then Scoutmaster and kept his job longer than he had intended through the COVID years to maintain the troop. He has been a leader of high adventure crews to Sea Base, Philmont, and Northern Tier. For Elm Fork District, he has staffed multiple sessions of both Introduction to Leadership Skills for troops and Introduction to Outdoor Leader Skills. And this recipient is Scott Carlson from Troop 753. We'll get him to Wood Badge so you can get it. This recipient began her scouting career as a den leader also. In Scouts BSA, she is currently serving as an assistant scoutmaster for the Trail to First Class, as well as an Eagle mentor and merit badge counselor. For Circle 10 Council, she has staffed Circle 10 experience and taught at University of Scouting. At the district level, she has staffed several Cub events at Camp Wisdom and most recently served as the Elm Fork Family Friends of Scouting Chair and is continuing in that role this year. It is Renee Jansen. Our final recipient tonight, I can indeed call a good friend. In Scouts BSA, she stepped up in the troop as Assistant Scoutmaster of Health and Safety, but that wasn't enough. She also volunteered to be an Assistant Scoutmaster with Troop 2119 as it reformed. At the district level, the Cub Scout packs will know her as the Cub Camp Program Director. She is a unit commissioner who has completed her Master's of Commissioner Science and this year taught at the Commissioner Science School as she works on her doctorate for Commissioner Science, and became an assistant district commissioner to help out Mark Avery. And she is also co-chair of this event tonight, Carolyn Lane.
David Marchus will now present the Elm Fork District Alps Award for 2023.
It is my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's recipient of the Alps Award to Gary Baxter. I met Gary at Wood Badge, which is a fun place. Yeah, in Philmont. He was the legendary Bob White patrol troop guide. And it was there that I actually learned about venturing for the first time, and I had been in Scouts since 1986. I earned my Eagle Scout in Troop 114 here in Carrollton, and venturing really wasn't an option then, which struck me as odd because it's such an amazing program. And because of Gary, I learned about that. Now, Gary has done some interesting things. He started the Crew 2, which is the ATV venturing crew, which is just wild. I mean, it is. We get to drive ATVs, so now I get to be a part of that. And then after that, he was asked to be the crew advisor for the national crew, Crew 425, which is the international face of venturing for Scouts BSA. And they couldn't have picked anyone finer. Gary, thank you so much for everything.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it, man.
Our Eagle Class of 2023 will now be presented by Malik Nathani, our District Advancement Chair.
Yeah, good evening. Okay, I'm sure the Eagle Scouts are waiting for this moment. They must be getting bored with all the awards and everything. So in a few minutes, we will be recognizing the Scouts who attained the rank of Eagle during 2023. Would the 2023 Eagle Scouts please line up along the wall to your right or to my left? We will ask you to come up in a moment. So all the Eagle Scouts, please line up on this side. You know, I was wondering where all the Eagle Scouts are. We have a total of 90 Scouts this year, and you see only a few here. So maybe going forward, we got to do some more intensive or maybe some more marketing so we can get more Scouts, Eagle Scouts. Okay, as Scouters, we have hope that each Scout will achieve their potential. Only about 5 to 6% of all Scouts will ever achieve the rank of Eagle. But while we celebrate the accomplishment at the Scouts BSA level, for many, the journey began as Cub Scouts. We have incredibly active Cub Scouts program in Elm Fork District. There are the future Eagle Scouts of our district. In the Scouts BSA program, Scouts earn many merit badges and rank advancement, including Eagle ranks. On behalf of our district and the youth we serve, I would like to thank every volunteer that participated in the program this year. Because of you, Scouting is alive and well. We would like now to recognize the Elmford District Eagle Scouts of 2023. They are some of the finest youth in the country. They possess among them the skills to be leaders. They have served as a senior patrol leaders, high adventure crew leaders, and troop leaders through their efforts for the community comprising Elmford District have benefited greatly. Our parks were improved. Our educational facilities were improved. Our environment was safeguarded. Our leisure activities were enhanced. They are an extraordinary group, all 90 of them. While the 2023 Eagle Scouts, each please come up on your way up here in the front and briefly tell us your name, your unit number, and a brief description of your project. Take one at a time. And a glance over this way would be nice. So they will go back. Okay, so after you're done, you go back. It takes time.
Okay, that works. My name is Oliver Burke. I am in Unit 577. My project was focused around fixing erosion in the Blackland Prairie. Specifically, we worked at the Con-American Conservancy.
My name is Kiefer Barclay. I'm from Troop A15, and I helped restripe a VFW's parking lot.
As you can see, I'm Chance Disney. I'm from Troop 787, and my Eagle project was to soundproof a room for the back room for my school's broadcast program for better audio quality.
My name is Kurt Thomas, and I'm in Troop 59, and I helped Hope Supply Co. organize like their backside of like their shed. Basically, I just built a shed for them to organize, to help them organize, basically. That's pretty much it.
My name's Gabriel Rivas. I'm from Troop 8766, and I built a little free library, 2 benches, and a bug hotel for the Elm Fork Nature Preserve.
My name is Pablo Hernandez. I'm from Troop 713, and I helped build a sensory pathway for the special needs program at Conwood Creek Elementary.
My name is Ishan Barrister. I'm from Troop 758, and I built benches and picnic tables at a Moment Center in Carrollton.
My name is Irshad Hakimi. I'm from Troop 758, and I built deck boxes and a bench for Allen Animal Shelter.
My name is Sod Kakwani. I'm from Troop 758. I built a bookshelf for the Moment Center in Carrollton.
My name is Aryan Modi. I'm from Unit 758, and I built a prayer bead stand for a Moment Center.
My name is Ayan Koja. I'm from Troop 758, and I built 2 benches for my local mosque.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for 2023 Scouts of Elmford District. Okay. Look, all of us who have participated in the scouting, understanding the vital role of supportive parents and scout leaders along the pathway to Eagle. After recognizing our 2023 Eagles, I would like to also take a moment to recognize the parents and leaders of those who earned the rank of Eagle. Would the parents of Eagle Scouts earning the rank of Eagle during 2023 please stand and remain standing? Okay, now would all the parents of Eagle Scouts, regardless of the year the rank was earned, please stand and remain standing. And finally, would all leaders from units who had a scout advance to Eagle during 2023 also please stand. Okay, thank you to each of you for your contribution to the success of the Scouts we have recognized tonight. Please be seated. Starting in February 2019, the Boy Scouts of America welcomed young ladies into Scouts BSA program. And since then, Elm Fork District have several of these young ladies achieve the rank of Eagle. However, until last year, we have not had anyone achieve both Eagle as well as the Girl Scouts a similar rank of gold. Eden Hull from Troop 759G has earned Eagle rank in 2021 and Gold Award in 2022. Eden, please come forward.
That's Oliver.
Okay. Oh, you gave me the wrong one.
Yes. I thought we were on.
Oh, you gave me the wrong one. I'm sorry. Congratulations once again, Hull. You have earned both Eagle and Gold Award. Okay, each year, the Elm Fork District select one Eagle project that stands out from the rest of the projects. This year, Oliver Burke of Troop 577 Eagle project stood the most out of 90 projects. His project was unique, creative, and impactful. I don't want to take his thunder away, so Oliver, please come in front and talk about the Eagle project.
You're going to have to give me 1 second to pull up my notes real quick. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, my project was focused around conservation in the Blackland Prairie. So, as you can see in the photo, we worked throughout multiple sections in the Blackland Prairie. The Connemara Conservancy, for those who don't know, is the largest section of the Blackland Prairie left in existence. The Blackland Prairie is what used to make up the natural Texas landscape. So, as you can see in the photo, we worked in the central part here of the Connemara Conservancy. It was farther up from the creek that runs through the property. Now, because of the way Dallas infrastructure is set up, the creek, when it rains or after it rains, caused for massive flooding in the area. This caused for the ground to become loose and for the natural flowers and plants that made up this prairie to be pulled away with the water. My project was focused around preventing this issue. Now, my project was split into two stages. Sorry, the microphone is just a little... So my project was split into 2 stages. Now, of the first stage, we had 2 work days. The first work day, we worked in 2 sections of the Blackland Prairie to split these giant seed beds in half, and then we moved half of that seed bed to another location to be transplanted. Now, this was focused on transplanting these different sections so that we weren't just moving the plants from one place to another, but actually spreading the growth itself. As you can see in the photos, we have progress here from our first day. We have my father and some of the parents there drinking coffee and doing pretty much nothing. As it should be, yes. And we have in the middle our crew from the first day working on our first location. And we have an example of some of the erosion that took place. Now, on the next slide, we talked about the details of the project. We dug about 54 holes in the first location and 70 holes on the second location. Now, for each of these holes, we also had to dig a second hole to transplant and remove these seed beds that weighed about 40 pounds. We had to travel about 400 yards in between the 2 locations. And on my second work day, of which this photo is taken, we worked and we dug 64 holes. And so as you can see, we used wheelbarrows and we had a large crew who worked to dig up, transplant, and move these holes, usually in specified teams, which did so. So, on our second stage of this entire project, we worked with wildflower seed balls. Now, we worked with 8 flower types for these wildflower seed balls. The 8 flowers were colorful Mexican hat, plains coreopsis, lemon mint, partridge pea, purple cornflower, basket flower, cut leaf daisy, and Indian blanket. Each seed had its own specific station in which the components were mixed and prepared by hand by our wonderful volunteers, which happened to be my National Jamboree troop. So, here is a picture of everyone together. As you can see, I am the only one who did not get the message that we were taking a group photo. So you can see the different locations there. Now, an important part of this stage was the education. Many of the people we had in that troop and many of the volunteers that we brought that day did not know much about the Blackland Prairie or the Connemara Conservancy. And so I made sure to take the time and give a detailed presentation and help to encourage conservation in our community. In totality, and all the results that we had, our project entailed about 93 hardworking volunteers and a total of more than 348 hours. We managed to transplant native grasses into 188 new areas and we constructed over 3,800 seed balls to be dispersed in the lower meadow of the Blackland Prairie, as well as educating the public about the endangered Blackland Prairie ecosystem. As you can see, the different seed beds have taken and they have grown in well. That is a picture of Mr. Mione, one of the leaders in the Con-American Conservancy. He comes about to right here, so you can see the size of the seed beds as of now. Just to cover the media coverage as well, I received a grant to run this part of the project by the Hershey Heartwarming Company, as well as I received the Texas 24 Hometown Hero, where Representative Beth Van Dyne selected me, featured me in the social media, and she gave a presentation to Congress and the State House of Representatives on August 29, 2023. Other awards, including the Keep America Beautiful Hometown USA Award, the Take Care of Texas patch and pin, and other nominations that are still pending. The conservation and the changes that have happened will hopefully encourage others to do the same. So, thank you so much.
I've been politely asked to call for seconds at this point. Going once, going twice. This time, Kelly Ware, please come up, our district executive with Circle 10 Council. She's going to recognize the 2024 officers for Elm Fork District.
I hope it's written big. Thank you, thank you. It's so great to see everybody here tonight. We love you. I love you too. I will now introduce the Elm Fork District Committee officers for 2024. District Executive, I introduced myself, Kelly Ware. District Chair, Carl Motter. District Vice Chair, Jay Smith. District Commissioner, Mark Avery. Assistant District Commissioner, Carolyn Lane. Roundtable Commissioner, Carl Wood. Assistant Commissioner, Cub Roundtable, Carl Wood. Assistant Commissioner, Scout Roundtable, Carl Wood. Nominating Chair, Nancy Burke. Activities Chair, Michael Johnson. Advancement Chair, Malik Nathani. Enterprise Risk Management Chair, Kurt Elison. Training Chair, Scott Aldrich. Day Camp Program Chair, Carolyn Lane. Where'd she go? Oh. Membership Chair, Eunice Cruz. FOS Finance Chair, Colin McNeese. FOS Family Chair, Renee Jansen. Communications Chair, Kyle Hare. OA Chapter Advisor, Kyle Hare. OA Chapter Chief, Griffin Goodnow. Thank you for your willingness to serve on the district committee. Your job as an officer of Elm Fork District is not only important to the success of the district as a whole. Listen to what Jimmy's saying, because this is going to be the perfect picture. Okay, I have to tell you, looking at all these faces and these folks out here, these people work incredibly hard. Thank you so much. Oh, me? Huh. I love these people. All right, big hand for the district committee.
I'm not going to check everybody's file.
Okay, eyes open. Good. Besides just having a district committee, we do have members at large. We try very hard to represent all of our units on the committee because everybody has a unique voice, original and unique. So yes, if you are not on the committee at large and you have a unit and no one in that unit is part of it, please come talk to us, and we'd love for you to be part of that committee. But if you are part of the members at large, please stand up. I don't think they know. Okay, yes. Amber, yes. Yeah. Okay, Jeff Blake, thank you. Thank you so much. Jimmy Smith will now recognize our outstanding outgoing officer. I know. Do you want me to take pictures?
Okay, I have this great pleasure of giving away a stick. We've been doing this, what is this, our third year?
Third year.
That we have been presenting this walking stick to one of our outstanding, oh, you can't hear me without it? No. Oh, anyway, each year we have this pleasure of giving away a walking stick to one of our outstanding scouters. This way we're giving it, this year we're giving it to somebody who has done a lot, particularly during the pandemic, and stepping up to do a lot of the positions that nobody else was able to fulfill. She didn't take district commissioner or district committee chair, but she took the rest of them. And we want to thank her for that. I want to personally thank her because without her, I wouldn't be here. She is the person who got me to be the first, my first job as a unit commissioner. Does anybody know who I'm talking about yet?
Debbie Chesley.
Debbie. This is your stick. All right, everybody knows Debbie here, and everybody knows the things that I mentioned here are just a really tiny little things that she's done over the how many years?
30.
Yes, you started the same time I did.
Pretty much.
About the year before?
Pretty much.
Anyway, all right, look here. You're looking at 60 years of experience. But anyway, we wanted to make sure that you get this stick, enjoy it, and I heard that this is because you are considering reducing your commitment to Scouts.
I'll still be around.
I heard initially that she was thinking about quitting, but we know the policy on quitting, right?
You never
Did
get to
anybody find, you remember that volunteer form you had? Everybody signed one? All right, the way you get out is signing the unvolunteer form. And as soon as you find it, show it to me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, pictures. And one stick too.
I will now introduce the Peichan Ozate chapter officers and advisors for 2024. That went so much better than last year. Okay. As each individual is introduced, please come to the front so that we can have a group picture. I know that most of the Scouts couldn't be here, but Chapter Chief Griffin Goodnow, Vice Chief of Program Jack Udovich, Vice Chief of Communications and Technology Hunter Aldrich, Chapter Advisor Kyle Hare, Unit Elections Advisor Steve Bristow, Brotherhood Advisor Howard Gurnis. Thank you for your willingness to serve as Pechan Ozate Chapter Officer or Advisor. Your job as an officer or advisor of Pechan Ozate is important to the success of the district as a whole. It influences the success of our individual units. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pechan Ozate, and I guess Kyle can't leave his post back there. You can't, for a picture? All right, Kyle, Howard, Steve, up front. Nice. All right, Pechan Ozate officers. Frank Cole will now present the Elm Fork District Servant Leadership Awards. That hat is legit. It's good stuff.
Don't applause for me. I'm not giving an award. No. The Servant Leadership Award recognizes outstanding contributions and service by adult volunteers to the scouting program in the Elm Fork District. Their qualifications of this Servant Leadership Award include, but are not limited to, being a registered adult scouter who exemplifies the ideals of Baden-Powell's trained leader, has completed Wood Badge training, exemplify what it means to be a servant leader, a scouter who takes training beyond their own position requirements, and this may be given for service at a unit, district, or council level as long as they've served at least 2 years. I'm going to name these four, and we're going to have them all come forward, and you're going to attempt to hold your applause, but you won't. And that's okay, because these people deserve applause. I'm okay with that, okay? But anyway, to recognize these four people from their outstanding service, please come forward. Anila Moody. See what I told you? Yeah, I knew it. I don't blame you. She's been a unit commissioner, a great resource, and provides great perspective to whatever she does in whatever situation, and goes out of her way, right over there, Neela, and is able to resolve many problems. Steve Kawaluku. Steve. Steve has never stopped with learning all he can and shares his knowledge with others. He thinks the best part of taking training is to turn around and teach, and he never just participates in an event. He usually staffs every event. Jeff Bledgy. Jeff has been a Twilight Camp volunteer, a Trainer's Edge instructor, a Wood Badge instructor, ILST instructor. By the way, this is a Wood Badge instructor hat if you are Circle 10 and you taught at Philmont. It's my formal hat. We have formal occasions. But it is official. And finally, not last but not least, our Carl Motter. You know Carl. He's done so much for us running our district for the last 2 years, keeping us focused and effective on our scouting efforts. He always goes beyond the call of duty. We thank all four of these fine people for all their service. Thank you.
Thank you for all those that kept that a surprise, because I had no clue that that was going to happen. The Nikki Roth Lack Memorial Scouter Spirit Award is intended to recognize the member in Elm Fork District that personifies the many attributes distributed and demonstrated by Nikki during her time of service. Some of those attributes include passion for life and scouting, enthusiasm to be involved, willingness to volunteer, willingness to help train others, and a willingness to go above and beyond what is expected for a given role. The award committee will accept nominations as is done for other district level awards. This award was created in 2019 as a way to honor Nikki Roth Lack, an adult scouter who passed away during a scout trip to Northern Tier. Nikki volunteered at unit, district, and council levels and was very passionate about the scout program. This award may be given for service in training at the unit or district level. The person demonstrates a passion for life and scouting, is willing to volunteer, train, and help others, both youth and adults, has shown a willingness to go above and beyond for what is expected for a given role, and should be a registered adult member serving at least 2 years. This award has been given to Robert Rorschacker because of the way Robert has demonstrated his passion for life and scouting, his enthusiasm to be involved, his willingness to volunteer, having served as district communications chair for 15 years, has been a volunteer as a webmaster, treasurer, vice committee chair for Troop 876, and additionally, he continued to serve as a unit commissioner for several units. He has shown a willingness to help train others as a valued member of the Circle 10 Council Shooting Sports Committee, serving as the vice chair of that committee for a number of years, and demonstrated a willingness to go above and beyond what is expected for a given role. Because of the accomplishments, Robert has been selected to receive the Nikki Roth Lack Memorial Scouter Spirit Award. Let's have him come up. Is he here?
I'll accept on his behalf.
Kelly will accept on his behalf.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We'll pause for dramatic effect.
We tried to get him to come. He'll Photoshop himself in later. He will. We should just green screen it. Nice.
Anila Motor will now present the Elm Fork District Award of Merit for 2023. Anila? Yes, you.
Don't show the name, please. I need to finish this. Thank you, everyone. Is it okay? You can hear clearly? Okay. So it's my pleasure to present the District Award of Merit, and I would like to request all past recipients of the District Award of Merit to please come forward. Look at this. Wow. Awesome. Including me. The District Award of Merit is the highest award a district can bestow upon one of its volunteers and is given to recognize outstanding district-level service. The award is a council-level award for nominees recommended by the District Awards Committee, similar to how the Silver Beaver is a national award presented by councils. The number of awards available within the district in a given year is determined based on the number of active traditional units within the district. So this recipient is a scouter who is willing to step up any time to assist with all things related to scouting. He is an Eagle Scout. He wears many hats. Those hats include Cub Master, Unit Commissioner, Assistant Scoutmaster for 2 troops. He is an archery, shooting sports, and climbing instructor and has staffed many summer camps in the shooting sports activities. He is a leave no trace master educator and educator naturalist. He is the district training committee chair. Now you know. Woodbatch trained. As a commissioner, he attended Circle 10's Commission College and earned his commissioner's bachelor's and master degrees in commissioner's science. And we all guess that person is Scott Allred. Scouts, clap, let's go. Congratulations. This year we have 2 recipients. Yeah. Yes. No glasses. Next recipients have so many responsibilities, from committee chairman in her pack, I said her, helping start a new girls troop in her district, taking on the unit commissioner role for both a pack and a girls troop. The biggest challenge was membership chair for Elmford district the last 2 years, where she spent most evenings at school nights for scouting rallies. She is an ASM for Troop 876 as well as committee chair for both PAC 749 and Girls Troop 2119. Everybody guess? No. I didn't finish. She has served as a registrar for Twilight Camps and a co-chair for District Recognition Dinner. We are coming closer. She is a Woodbatch trained and she has also earned the Arrowhead Award. As a commissioner, attending Circle 10 Commission College, she earned Commissioner's Bachelor's and Master degrees in Commissioner's Science. Eunice Cruz, here you go! Scouts clap, let's go! Congratulations to both of you for joining the newest group of District Award of Merit holders. Awesome!
No glasses? Okay, no glasses.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hey, beautiful girl, come back.
Let's go ahead and give I just want to get the 3 of y'all. I can explain that one.
Sorry, it's his fault. Sorry, guys.
I read together. Okay, that's all.
everyone.
So before we call this an evening a success, I'd like to go back and thank all of the staff that helped put on this dinner. So Eunice Cruz, Carolyn Lane, Michael P. Johnson, Carolyn over there, Michael P. Johnson, Frank Cole, our host, Kyle Hare, and also Kelly Ware. Is there another call for third round of doggy bags, people bags, to-go bags? This concludes our 2023 Elm Fork District Scout Leader and Eagle Appreciation Dinner. We thank you on behalf of the youth in our community for your selfless service to them. As you leave tonight, know that you make the difference. It may be not that obvious from one day to the next, but please rest assured that when the youth of your program grow up to be adults, and when they look back at the experiences that you helped provide, many of them will appreciate the positive difference that you made in their lives. I heard an interesting quote the other day that when someone makes a difference in someone's life, it's less than 1% of the time that you'll ever hear about the difference that you made in their life. So if you think about all those lives that we as a community in Elm Fork have touched on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly, and even a yearly basis, it just may be that one interaction that changes someone's life, whether it be at scout camp or going to a unit that they didn't know anyone and they were scared and you made an introduction, and then they formed that bond with scouting and it brought them a whole nother level of excitement and joy and wonderment that they'll find. That's what we do and we provide. So thank you for doing this. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. It's great to get together from time to time for our fellowship and to recognize the service to our friends. I appreciate your being here to share this experience. I'm personally honored to serve with so many good and dedicated people. We'd now like to retire the colors. If I could ask a representative from Troop 713 to come up. Oh, I've been told that's not going to happen. Kelly? Kyle said no. Okay. If it's in your hearts, we still have one more good turn left. If you'll help us to clean up and assist on the cleanup process. We have a volunteer. We have to end this meeting appropriately. Can you call it? Thanks, sir.
Color guard, attention. Will the audience please rise? Color guard, please retire the colors. Those in uniform, please salute. Two. Audience, you may be seated.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Have a good evening.